back at it. And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Wichita, Kansas, on the campus of Wichita State University. 90th National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. I'm Todd Hook. I'll be describing the action for you today. Pool D matchup between the Kansas Cannons and the Texas Lonestar. It's a Pool D matchup. We'll get to the Cannons lineup in just a minute. First pitch to Zeb Henry, just a bit outside for ball one. Temperature 86 degrees, heat index at 89, wind out of the south at 8. Your first pitch weather brought to you by hookbats.com. Quickly, 2 balls and no strikes to Zeb Henry out of Bartlesville. Cannons out of the Jayhawk League and Lone Star, Texas out of the Central Texas League. Just underway game 1 of 4. I'll be describing games 1 and 2, so settle in. That is fouled away, 2 and 1. Now to Zeb Henry. We'll get to the rest of the lineup in just a moment, along with the Lone Star defense. 2 and 1, a little flare, fielded by Ruedis. Over to first in plenty of time. 1 out here in the top of the first. Zeb Henry, followed by Cale Blasey in right field. Lane Hayworth over in center field. Gunnar Snyder will hit fourth and play first base. Gray Bain will be the designated hitter and hit fifth. Hitting sixth is Hunter Alvord. He will be in left field. Christian Caruso over at third base. Mason Ray will hit eighth and do the catching. And rounding out the order is Cooper Martin at second base. Again, that is Henry, Blasey, Hayworth, Snyder, Bain, Alvord, Caruso, Ray, and Martin. First pitch to Cale Blasey down low. He is out of Wichita, Kansas. Blasey hitting .333 on the season. Good numbers for the Cannons. And high and away, I have 2 and 1 on Cale Blasey. Get to that defense in just a moment. E.J. Garcia, right-hander out of Incarnate Word. That swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes, I believe. Blasey headed back to William Jewell in the fall. Took a little off. He swung through it, and that will do it for Cale Blasey. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Defensively for Lone Star, left to right in the outfield, Morgan, Jackson, and Pinkerton. Black over at third base, Ruedis over at shortstop, Garcia at second base, Sanders at first, Schmidt doing the catching, and out of Incarnate Word, E.J. Garcia. Hayworth fouls the first one off, strike one. Numbers for Garcia last spring, he appeared in 9 games. He had 1 start, 18 innings of work. He was 0-1 with a 7.23 ERA. That misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hayworth. He's hitting .268 on the season out of Louisville, Texas. That missed away. 2 balls and a strike to Hayworth. Took a little off, popped up. Garcia going out, and Jackson coming in, and at the last minute makes a shoe top catch, and that'll do it. Cannons will go in order in the first. We played a half an inning, no score. This is NBC World Series Baseball.
Whether you're preparing a perfect meal, getting people back on the road, protecting online privacy, or supporting your patient's health, you want to be the best professional in your field. At Butler Community College, our focus is getting you the highly specialized and versatile training needed to start your career in as little as a year. Our classroom experiences are fine-tuned by industry professionals. You will launch into the workforce with the confidence and skills to make you stand out from the rest. Butler Community College. Real college. Really affordable.
Half inning in the book. Todd Hook with you from Wichita. Here's how Texas Lonestar will go. They are the visiting team in this Pool D matchup. Andre Jackson will lead it off and play center field, followed by J.J. Garcia at second base. Nico Ruedas will be over at shortstop and hit third. The cleanup guy will be the catcher, Corey Schmidt. Rayvon Morgan will be in left field and hit fifth, followed by Rod Black over at third base. DJ Pinkerton will hit seventh. He will play right field, followed by Sage Saunders. He will be over at first base, and rounding out the order is the designated hitter, Peanut Brazel. Again, that is Jackson, Garcia, Ruedas, Schmidt, Morgan, Black, Pinkerton, Saunders, and Brazel. Defensively for the Cannons, left to right in the outfield, Alvord, Hayworth, and Blasey. Caruso over at third base, Henry at short, Martin at second base, Snyder over at first base, Mason Ray doing the catching. And on the mound out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, left-hander Ruger Bravo. He is out of eastern New Mexico, where he made 15 appearances last spring at eastern New Mexico. He had 8 starts. He was 3-3 with a 4.47 ERA. This summer, he has made 8 appearances, 7 of which were starts. He was 6-0 and a very stingy ERA of 2.14. So there's your defense, and it'll be Andre Jackson, Garcia, and Ruedas for Texas Lonestar. If you're in the area, game 1 of 4. Plenty of time to get out here. Today is NBC in the ICT, presented by 96.3. There'll be special guests, prizes, attractions, Tanganyika Wildlife, and Exploration Place. So come on out. Plenty to do for everyone. Here is Andre Jackson. He is out of Austin, Texas. The majority of these players are out of Austin. We just have one guy from Dallas. He will be headed back to West Texas A&M in the fall. So Andre, 1 ball and 1 strike. .2023 at Prairie View for Andre. He got into 16 games and hit .273. Before that at Temple College, where he hit .291 in 2020 run. So Andre, a bit of a journeyman. 1 and 2 to him. That's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the center fielder, Andre Jackson. Few puffy clouds overhead, but bring your straw hat if you're going to sit in the sun. Game 1 of 4 today. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson. Just underway, bottom of the first. No score. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Looked like he took a little bit off. Good pitch from Bravo and 1 away. First strikeout of the afternoon for Rugo Bravo. Can't think of a better first name for a pitcher than Ruger. Very tall, imposing left-hander. And the first one to J.J. Garcia. in there for a called strike. He is out of Austin as well. He'll be headed back to El Paso Community College in the fall. That missed away. Got into 52 games last spring at El Paso. Does have some power, hit 7 homers, and you might want to sit down for this. Young man hit .413. That is a career. Took a little off, missed inside. It's 2-1 to J.J. Garcia. Catches the inside corner. That'll even it up. Two balls and 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning, nobody on. Bottom of the first. If you're just joining us, settle in. Almost hit him. It's 3-2. What wind we do have is blowing out to left field. That's fouled away. Pretty good off-speed pitch from Bravo. All artificial surface here at Tyler Field. 330 down the line, 375 in the alleys, and 390 to deep center field. Here's a 3-2. Fouled away. Good piece of hitting by Garcia. Spoiled the pitch. And he'll get another chance. This is Lonestar's 7th appearance in the World Series, a 13-12 overall in Wichita. Bouncing ball, right side, just out of the reach of Martin. So a base hit for J.J. Garcia. He's aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. So it'll be Ruedas. Shortstop out of Tyler Community College, of course, up from Austin. 17 games last spring. And he hit .258. Picked to first, not in time. Not sure that was Bravo's best look. And they have him hung up. And Snyder will run him down for out number 2. So a good pick for Ruger Bravo. It looked like Garcia was going on first movement, guessed wrong, and he will take a seat.
Can't go first. Can't go home at first.
Just a bit high. They'll see if he went around. He did not. Looked like Ruedas able to check his swing. In there for a call strike at the belt. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs in the inning, bottom of the first. Game 1 of 4. Took a little off, he swung through it, and it's 2-2. Lonestar had 7 wins in the 2021 World Series. Swung on and missed. That'll do it for Lonestar. They go quietly, semi-quietly in order. We've played 1, no score. You're watching the NBC World Series.
At Davis Moore, we make sure there's something for everyone at each of our locations. We stock vehicles spanning almost every make and model. We're confident you will find exactly what you're looking for. Every vehicle on our lot has passed our 171-point inspection to ensure safety and reliability. Customer service is our top priority, and our friendly and expert staff will guide you through the process every step of the way. Come shop Wichita's best selection of used cars at any one of our locations, or check us out online at davis-moore.com.
Top of the second we go. No score from X Stadium. Game 1 of 4 today. NBC World Series powered by Evergy. Cannons went in order in the top of the first. They will send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. It'll be Snyder, Bain, and Alvord. E.J. Garcia, after facing 3 men in the first, will be right back out there. NBC in the ICT day at the ballpark, presented by 96.3. So there'll be prizes, special guests, Tanganyika Wildlife, and Exploration Place will be on the premises. Come on out, bring the kids. Beautiful day here in Wichita, a little warm. So here is Gannon Snyder. He's out of St. Louis. He will step in, hitting .271 on the season. And the first one to him inside, ball 1. Looks like he got a timing violation. Now, actually it was a pitching violation. It looks like now the count is 3 balls, no strikes. Snyder got into 25 games for the Shockers last spring, 10 starts. He hit .343 at Wichita State. That's inside. So a leadoff walk to Gannon Snyder. And the Cannons have something cooking here in the top of the second. So it'll bring up Gray Bain. He is new to the club. Fouls the first one back. No balls and a strike. Last collegiate experience we could find, it was at, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, it's a Wombe Community College. Runner goes, throw is high. A stolen base for Gannon Snyder. He is in scoring position with nobody out. So Bain hit .344 in 2023 in junior college. He had 5 homers, drove in 37. So pretty good numbers for Gray. A nice pickup. He's out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia will step off and chase him back. Pictures brought to you by Butler County Community College, or Butler Creative. They do a fantastic job of bringing you these pictures. 1 ball, 1 strike. That missed inside, 2-1. Your umpires today, Robert Dickinson behind the plate. Over at first base, Jason Hairstick and Tim Horton. Over at third base in the rocking chair, 2-1 to Gray Bain. Off-speed pitch catches the outer half. It's 2-2. Last night, Hutch took care of TPA Texas 5-2. And the Seattle Studs 9-0 over Tulsa Sandlot in 7 innings. 2-2 on the ground left side. Ruedis up with it, over to first in time. Over to third base is Gannon Snyder. So a productive out for Gray Bain. 1 out in the inning. So with a runner at third base, here is Hunter Alvord out of McPherson. And he takes strike 1. He was the 4A player of the year his senior year. That is into right center, hit hard. Jackson. And he won't get there. That'll bounce over the fence. A ground rule double for Hunter Alvord. And the Cannons will strike first. They lead it 1-0. So that'll bring up Kristen Caruso with 1 out in the inning, a runner at second base. Roney State Community College, 31 games last spring, hit a .183. 298 for the third baseman this summer. On the ground, right side, little nubber. Garcia charging. Over to first in plenty of time. Over to third base is Alvord. 2 outs in the inning.
Good AB right here, mates.
So it'll be Mason Ray out of Melbourne, Australia. Out of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, my old alma mater. Good to see another Ranger. And he takes ball 1. Actually, he is committed to Northwestern. He was at Cochise Community College last spring, where he hit .244, and that'll hit him. So Ray is aboard. One to nothing Cannons. We're in the top of the second. Two outs. Here's Cooper Martin. Plainville, Indiana, committed to Pepperdine. First pitch swinging back to the box. Garcia will snag it and flip to first. That'll do it. The Cannons will strand a couple. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Cannons. This is World Series Baseball on YouTube.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
I'm bougie. I'm like $7 bougie.
The all-new $7 deal lovers menu at Pizza Hut. Choose your $7 faves 7 days a week.
Because it's only a deal if you love it.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Cannons get 1 in the top of the second. They lead it 1-0. We go to the bottom. Lone Star will send up 4, 5, and 6. Lone Star went in order with a couple of strikeouts, a base hit, and a pickoff to start their activity here at the NBC World Series. So it'll be Schmidt, Morgan, and Black for Lone Star, Texas. I'm Todd Hook. I'll be describing the action in games 1 and 2 today. Scott Gurney will come in for the 6 o'clock game, or game 3 of the afternoon, so look forward to that. We appreciate Mike Dean for compiling World Series field notes for us. It really is helpful to have Mike on staff and on duty here, his whole team from Point Streak. So here's Corey Schmidt out of Austin. He'll be headed back to Canyon, Texas, West Texas A&M in the fall. Schmidt doing the catching today, hitting in the cleanup spot. And he takes high ball 1. So Schmidt, Morgan, and Black. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled away right side. That'll make the seats. Actually, the parking lot Schmidt, pretty much an everyday player at West Texas last spring. He played in 55 games, hit 12 homers, and swung it well, 394 last spring. Takes strike one, 3-1 to Corey Schmidt. Opportunity for Corey to sit back and look for a spot right here ahead in the count. Into right field, and that will get down. That'll make the wall. Around first, into second is Schmidt. A leadoff double for Schmidt here in the bottom of the second. Pretty good piece of hitting. Bravo put it on the outer half. Schmidt went with it and got it down the line. That'll bring up Rayvon Morgan out of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Rayvon with a good spring over at Oklahoma Wesleyan. He hit 389 with 6 homers. So he'll step in from the left side. So a left-on-left matchup here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 Cannons. First pitch in there for a called strike. That is into right field for a base hit. The runner is held, just 1 out, so first and third for Lonestar. So they have something going here with nobody out in the second. It'll bring up Rod Black. He is out of Dallas, Texas. Only guy on the roster not from Austin. First pitch swinging into right field. Blasey has a beat on it. He will make the play, and a good throw to the plate. They will hold the runner 1 away. So Ruger Bravo in a little bit of trouble here in the second. Runners at the corner, 1 out for DJ Pinkerton. Bosser Parish Community College is where he'll be headed. First pitch to him, inside ball 1. Only got into 21 games last spring and hit $170. First and third, runner goes, and the pitch is fouled away. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the second. Game 1 of 4 today. Pick to first, a little closer. I think probably Morgan is going to be encouraged to get down next time. Made it very close. Lonestar finished second in 2021 and 5th in 2022. So their last couple of appearances have been very good. This is their 7th appearance overall. That's fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. And the 2-2 almost hit him. So Ruger Bravo at risk of loading him up with just 1 out. Hit to first, almost had him. Morgan got down that time. Had him leaning, looks like. Very close at first. On the ground, runner was going. Second for one, back to first, and the Cannons will turn it. So Lone Star, after having first and third with nobody out, are turned away here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 Cannons. You're watching the NBC World Series.
With Butler having such a small class size, everybody had a voice in the classroom. Everybody was able to participate. To this day, there are students that I took classes with 10 years ago that I could pick up the phone and call. That's how much the community at Butler has affected the way I even do my business today. When I went to another college to try it out, I was just a number. They didn't even know my name. Butler's class sizes are smaller. That's where you get that community feel. And cost-wise, a lot cheaper.
The Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu. 10 choices, each just $3 or less. Starring the cheesy double beef burrito. Double the seasoned beef, all the cheesiness, and so much craveable flavor. Get it on the Cravings Value Menu, only at Taco Bell.
And Lone Star threatens in the bottom of the second, but are turned away. Cannons lead it 1-0. We go to the top of the third. 90th World Series powered by Evergy. Top of the order for the Cannons. It will be 1, 2, and 3. Henry, Blasey, and Hayworth expected. Cannons out of the Jayhawk League qualified for the tournament by winning the second half. They were 25-11 overall. This is their 9th appearance in the World Series. Their best place, their best finish in the World Series was in 2019, where they were 3rd. So Cannons and Lone Star, Texas, game 1 of the World Series for each club. Pool D matchup. Here is Zeb Henry. So Henry 0 for 1 in the World Series so far. He's out of Bartlesville, bounced out to the left side in the first. And the pitch to him. Off-speed pitch is popped up. Going out is Ruedis. Coming in is Jackson. He'll get it. And there's one away. So it'll be Cale Blasey. He's out of William Jewell. 333 on the season. Strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch to him. In there at the knee, strike 1. 42 games last year at William Jewell. He hit 6 homers. Hit 264. Swings through that one. Quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Cannons, the visiting team today. No balls, 2 strikes. And he got him with a fastball. That'll do it for Blasey. 2 away. Strikeout number 2 for E.J. Garcia. And Hayworth will take ball 1. And he takes that wide quickly, 0-2. Excuse me, 2 balls and no strikes. He's out of Louisville. Headed back to Wichita State, where he got into 37 games last spring and hit 311. .268 for Hayworth this summer for the Cannons. That is ripped up the middle for a base hit. So Hayworth collects his first base knock of the World Series, and he is aboard with 2 away. So it'll bring up the first baseman Gannon Snyder, St. Louis product. Started 10 games for the Shockers last spring, hit .343. Stands to be in there a little bit more this next spring. Aviators and the Black Fans are up next. Want to stay tuned for that? I'll have it for you. 1 ball, no strikes to Snyder. Just a bit inside, backed him off. Two-0. Missed away. 3 balls, no strikes. Do they turn Snyder loose? 1-0 Cannons. Runner at first base. Looked like he was taking all the way. It's 3-1. And a 3-1 misses low. Good take by Snyder. He will draw the walk. First and second for the Cannons with 2 outs. 2 walks and a hit by pitch given up by E.J. Garcia. That'll bring up the designated hitter Gray Bain. Olive Branch, Mississippi. He headed back to Southern Miss. Junior college player 2 years ago. On the ground right side, slow roller. In and out of the glove of Garcia, but he will recover, and that'll do it for the Cannons. They will strand a couple, and we go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Cannons. This is the NBC World Series.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Whether you're preparing a perfect meal, getting people back on the road, protecting online privacy, or supporting your patient's health, you want to be the best professional in your field. At Butler Community College, our focus is getting you the highly specialized and versatile training needed to start your career in as little as a year. Our classroom experiences are fine-tuned by industry professionals. You will launch into the workforce with the confidence and skills to make you stand out from the rest. Butler Community College. Real college. Really affordable.
Bottom of the third we go, 1-0 Cannons. 8-9-1 scheduled for Texas Lonestar. Looks like Ruger Bravo will work his third inning. He has faced 1 beyond the minimum. Here is Sage Sanders out of the University of Houston. Left on left matchup, took a little off. In there for a called strike. Sanders class of 2024. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. He's playing first base today. Up and in. Bravo got in a little bit of trouble in the second, able to get out of it with an inning-ending double play. Sage Sanders will swing through that one and will take a seat for out number 1. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Ruger Bravo. In the air, right side. Looks like it will be Blasey near the line. He'll grab it, and that'll do it. So Lone Star goes quietly in order. We have played 3, 1-0 Cannons. This is the NBC World Series.
Hey guys, Tyler Nordman, Director of Creative Media with Butler Creative TV. We're here at the Wichita Open live streaming the party hole, the famous 17th hole at Crestview Country Club. Let's check out the truck, come on in. We are now here inside the mobile production truck of BC TV, Butler Creative TV. Let's check out what's going on. Over here in the corner we have Ella, she's running audio for us, all the audio feeds coming in and making the live stream happen. Next to her is graphics and the producer, Frankie. This is Frankie, he's running all the graphics on the board, a live scoreboard, bringing in the live updated feeds to show the graphics on the board. Next we have here Hanks, the producer, director, tech director as well, directing, cutting up the show, choosing the cameras, what goes up on the screen. Next to him is Alex, and he's on replay. Alex is very important, running the replay today. Has all the angles, sees the angles, shows it in slow-mo, having a blast there, watching some putts fall here at the 17th hole. Next to him is Matt Jacobs, the director of BCTV. He is coloring cameras right now. He's shading cameras, making sure they're bright enough, dark enough whenever the sun comes out, the clouds cover the sun. You got to color those cameras out to keep it looking good on the video board. Next to him is Garrett Meyer. He is a camera ops. He's a break right now, so our camera ops get a little break. So he's having a good time.
Top of the 4th we go, 1-0 Cannons. First pitch to Hunter Alvord in there for a called strike. 6, 7, and 8 for the Cannons. Alvord, Caruso, and Ray. Into right field. Pinkerton hard near the line. He will run it down. So a good jump for Pinkerton in right field. That'll do it for Alvord. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Christian Caruso will step in, hit into a double play in the first. He's 0 for 1 out of Gilbert, Arizona. And Roney State fouled the first one back, strike 1. Caruso playing third base today. In the air, popped up, a little flare. Sanders will get it in foul ground, and quickly 2 up and 2 down for the Cannons here in the 4th. E.J. Garcia working on an easy one here in the 4th. So Mason Ray, Melbourne, Australia product, headed to Alva, Oklahoma. Swings through the first one, strike 1. 238 for the summer for Mason. Little nubber. And they're going to say it's foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Mason Ray. Was hit by a pitch in the second. Day 2 of the World Series. Hutch and TPA played last night. So Ray swings through it. So a quick one for E.J. Garcia and the Texas club. So we will go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Cannons. This is NBC World Series.
The Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu. 10 choices, each just $3 or less. Starring the cheesy double beef burrito. Double the seasoned beef, all the cheesiness, and so much craveable flavor. Get it on the Cravings Value Menu, only at Taco Bell.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
1-0 Cannons in the bottom of the fourth. Texas Lonestar will send up 2, 3, and 4. It will be Garcia, Ruedis, and Schmidt. So Ruger Bravo out for inning number 4. He has struck out 4 so far on the afternoon. He has yet to walk a man. So J.J. Garcia will get his second look at Ruger Bravo. So Garcia with a base hit in the first. He's 1 for 1 for the series. He's out of El Paso Community College. Hit .413 with 7 homers last spring at El Paso. Off-speed pitch is fouled away. So Bravo, soft stuff early. Second time through the order.
Especially when just talking about too. I know. I'll be here.
That's popped up. That'll get out of play. Game 1 of 4. If you're in the area, come on out. NBC in the ICT day at the ballpark. Fun for everyone. That misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to J.J. Garcia. Second baseman who has been busy today. Up and in. Didn't miss by much. 2 and 2. Off-speed pitch inside. It's full. Bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Cannons. That missed inside, so a well-earned walk by J.J. Garcia. Ruger Bravo walks his first man today. So Nico Ruiz will dig in. Strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. Out of Tyler Community College. Takes ball 1. "17 games last season for Tyler. Or excuse me, at Tyler for Ruiz. 2 balls, no strikes. That missed upstairs, so 3 out of the zone from Ruger Bravo. It's 3-0. Gotta think Ruedis is taking here. Down a run in the bottom of the fourth. And as advertised, right down the middle, strike 1. Little flare into right field. That is going to be down. That will fall harmlessly in front of Blasey. One out in the inning for Corey Schmidt. Doubled in the second. He's 1 for 1. And he takes strike 1 at the belt. 1 out in the inning. Pretty good lead over there by Ruedis. That's fouled away. Schmidt doesn't get cheated. Headed to West Texas A&M is Corey Schmidt. 12 homers last season at West Texas. Picked to first, almost got him. Ruger Bravo been making a living picking off runners. Took a little off, he swung through it, and that'll do it for Corey Schmidt. Strikeout number 5 for Bravo. 2 outs in the inning. Here is Rayvon Morgan. Singleton was forced out in the second. He's 1 for 1 out of Austin. He headed to Oklahoma Wesleyan in the fall. Picked to first, not in time. Runner goes and fouled away. No balls and a strike to Rayvon Morgan. Missed upstairs. Rayvon with some good power, hit 6 homers last spring. And the pick to first, not in time. 32 games for Rayvon at Oklahoma Wesleyan. One ball, one strike. Runner goes on the ground, right side. Martin up with it, over to first, and plenty of time. That'll do it for Lonestar. They will strand one. We played 4 1-0 Cannons. You're watching the NBC World Series.
And I had to in this very class.
Jay was drawing something up.
Top of the 5th we go. Cannons cling to a 1-run lead. It will be 9-1-2 for the Cannons. It'll be Martin, Henry, and Blasey. Looks like E.J. Garcia out for inning number 5, I believe. 61 pitches for E.J. through 4 innings. He's just given up 1 run on a couple of hits. Cooper Martin shows bunt and takes strike 1. He is 0 for 1. Bounced out to the box in the second. He's out of Plainville, Indiana. He headed to Pepperdine in the fall. 0-1. Took a little off, fouled back. Cooper Martin, second baseman tonight. Takes wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Martin, a 2024 grad. Hit 275 in the regular season. And he will watch it. And 1 out in the inning. Strikeout number 4 for E.J. Garcia. So it'll be Zeb Henry. He'll get his third look at Garcia. He is 0 for 2. Out of Bartlesville, headed to Eastern Oklahoma in the fall. And he takes strike 1. So E.J. Garcia got the Cannons in order in the 4th, working on it again here in the 5th. On the ground right side, sawed him off. Garcia up with it, over to first in time. 2 away. Cale Blasey will step in, local guy out of Wichita. William Jewell College, he is hitless today, a couple of strikeouts, so he would like to right the ship here in the 5th. 264 at William Jewell last spring. He fouls the first one back, strike 1. No balls and a strike, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Cannons got their only run in the 2nd. One ball, 1 strike. That is into right field for a base hit. So Cole Blasey collects his first hit of the World Series. He's 1 for 3. So it'll be Lane Hayworth, Louisville, Texas native. 1 for 2 today, singled in the 3rd. Wichita State University last spring, where he got into 37 games. 4 homers and hit .311. So pretty good numbers there for Lane Hayworth. 268 pace this summer. Takes that outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Garcia, a positive ball to strike ratio, 37 strikes, 24 balls so far here through 4 2/3. 2 balls and a strike to Hayworth. Took a little off right down the middle, and it's 2-2. Hutch took care of TPA last night 5-2, and the Studs 9-0 winners over Tulsa Sandlot in 7 innings. Runner goes, that is into center field. Coming hard is Jackson, and he will get it. So a great play by Jackson, second shoestring catch for Jackson today. So the Cannons are turned away. They will strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Cannons. This is the NBC World Series.
I really hope it's like this everywhere, but I also really believe that it's special to Butler. Like, I feel like once you come in, it's a culture. Like, they really want their students to succeed. For me, talking to somebody that has come from a position like me where they were out of the game for a long time, it can change your life. It changed my whole path. Like, I felt like at Butler, I found my people.
Cannons lead it 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Texas Lonestar will send 6, 7, and 8 to the plate. It'll be Black, Pinkerton, and Sanders here in the bottom of the 5th. Looks like Ruger Bravo continues to work for the Cannons. He has been quite effective so far. He has struck out 5 and walked only 1. So Black, Pinkerton, and Sanders. Game 1 of 4 today. Aviators and the Black Fins will be up next, followed by Santa Barbara and GPS Texas. And Hayes and Air Capital Kansas will have the late game. Here's Rod Black. He's 0 for 1. And takes strike one. He's out of Dallas and Grayson Community College. Be headed to West Texas A&M in the fall. Nice numbers at Grayson last spring where he got into 56 games and hit 284. He's in the hole 0-2. And a nice change of pace from Bravo. And Rod Black way out ahead of it. He will take a seat, one away here in the inning. Strikeout number 6 for Ruger Bravo. 63 pitches through 4 1/3. That would make any pitching coach proud right there. DJ Pinkerton swings through the first one, fouls it away. He's out of Austin. Bounced out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Nice off-speed pitch from Bravo, missed. 42 strikes, 23 balls for Ruger. 1-1. On the ground, left side, Henry. He'll play it off his chest, recover, and throw not in time. So that will be an error charged to Henry. Kind of caught him in between hops. Lonestar has a runner aboard here in the 5th. We'll bring up Sage Sanders. Strikeout victim in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. Headed to the University of Houston. He swings through that one. Strike 1. No collegiate experience for Sage. Class of 2024. Little excuse me swing, foul. It's 0-2. Sunny, hot day in Wichita. That's what you'd expect. That is back through the middle. Flip to second for 1. So the lead man is all they will get. Sanders will reach on the fielder's choice. So Peanut Brazel will step in. Designated hitter. Temple Junior College. First pitch swing, popped it up. Snyder over near the dugout and foul ground. He will haul it in. And that'll do it for Texas Lonestar. They will strand 1. We have played 5, 1-0 Cannons. You're watching the NBC World Series.
I'm bougie. I'm like $7 bougie.
The all-new $7 deal lovers menu at Pizza Hut. Choose your $7 faves 7 days a week.
Because it's only a deal if you love it.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Cannons lead at 1-0. We go to the top of the 6th. E.J. Garcia out for inning number 6. He has thrown 70 pitches through 5 innings. He will get 4, 5, and 6 for the Cannons. It'll be Snyder, Bain, and Alvord scheduled here in the 6th. Gannon Snyder out of St. Louis. Couple of walks, stole a base, and scored. And he takes ball 1. 25 games for the Shockers last spring for Gannon. Started 10 of those. Hit .343. And that's bounced foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Correction, that is 65 pitches for Garcia. Math not my strong suit. That missed away. 2 balls and a strike. And that catches the outside corner. 2-2. Snyder been busy at first base today. Hit .271 in the regular season. Little advantage, maybe playing in his home field. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground left side, snagged by Black. He will make a strong throw. That'll do it for Gannon Snyder. That gets by Black. That's probably a base hit. So Gray Bain out of Olive Branch, Mississippi will step in. He's 0 for 2. Couple of bounce outs. Anxious to get his first base hit. And that hit him. So the first pitch to Gray Bain is off the forearm. He's aboard with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. So Hunter Alvord will step in. He's 1 for 2, doubled in the 2nd. McPherson native. Takes ball 1. 240 in the regular season for Hunter. He was the 4A player of the year in high school. That's fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. 30 games at Cali last spring. Had a couple of homers and hit .264. On the ground left side, Black charging. Only play he will have will be to first base. So a productive out for Alvord, but 2 away. So it'll be up to Christian Caruso, Gilbert, Arizona native. Hitless today, 0 for 2. 31 games at Roney State last spring. Lonestar going to talk about it. Coaches for Lonestar, Aaron Smith and Josh Sanders. Phil Stevenson, the head coach for the Cannons, assisted by Steve Leinhard, Dusty Gray, and Connor Knight. So a quick discussion with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 1-0 Cannons. They got their only run in the 2nd.
Come on, Christian. Good AB right here. Come on, 1-4. Come on.
Pretty good numbers for Christian this summer, 298. And he takes strike 1. Aviators and the Blackfins up next. And over my right shoulder is the legend Gene Stevenson. Be really neat if he came in and spent an inning or 2 with us. Head coach of the 1989 Wichita State Shockers, who won the national title. That's on the ground. Black fields it and throws high. So that will be an error. Caruso is aboard.
Right here, let's go, Mace.
Bain still at second base. Not sure why he's still there. But it'll be Mason Ray. It'll be up to him to keep things going. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout victim in the 5th. Bounced out in the 2nd. Correction, hit by pitch in the 2nd. Melbourne, Australia. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. .78 pitches for Garcia. First and second, 2 away. And that hit him. Second time today, Mason Ray has worn one. And just like that, they're loaded up with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. You got to wonder how much E.J. Garcia has left in the tank. Very warm day here in Wichita. 90 degrees at the first pitch. It's got to be at least middle to upper 90s on the artificial playing surface. It looks like a pinch hitter. Let you know who it is as soon as we can get a number. Looks like number 42. Landon Sterling out of Odessa will hit for Martin. Fort Hays State University. So he'll get a shot with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Takes ball 1. Appeared in 9 games last spring. Actually, he was used as a pitcher. Worked 7 2/3. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sterling. Bases loaded, 2 outs. That missed upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. So Phil Stevenson going to the bench here in the 6th for Landon Sterling. Took a little off. That's fouled straight back. Sterling appeared to be on time. 2-2. E.J. Garcia trying to keep the Cannons right where they're at. And the 2-2 misses high and away. Count is full and everybody will be off to the races. Full count, 2 outs. Garcia against Sterling. Swung on and missed. He got him. Garcia reached back for a little extra. And that'll do it for the Cannons. They're going to leave them loaded. We have played 5.5, 1-0 Cannons. You're watching the NBC World Series.
Sometimes I wish I could go back just to take a class just because I love the environment. I love the family. I love the networking that you get when you're involved with Butler. I can still pick up the phone. I have those teachers in my phone number today. So if I had a question on something coming up, I can call any one of the teachers that I've had at Butler and they would answer.
One to nothing in favor of the Cannons. We get to the bottom of the 6th. Look like Ruger Bravo going to work the 6th. Forget these great pictures brought to you by Butler Creative, Butler Community College. your first and last stop for your child's education, if you ask me. So Butler Community College. You're watching the 90th edition of the NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. I'm Todd. I'll be with you describing the action for this game and the next one. Top of the order for Texas Lone Star. They trail it by 1. 1, 2, and 3. Jackson, Garcia, and Ruedas scheduled here in the 6th. Bravo 6 strikeouts on the afternoon. Only 1 walk. Andre Jackson, hitless today. He's 0 for 2. West Texas A&M product. First pitch swinging into left field for a base hit. So Andre picks up hit number 1 of the World Series. He will make a hard turn but put on the brakes. And it'll be J.J. Garcia. Garcia 1 for 1 with a walk out of Austin. El Paso Community College. Bravo with a long look. The bunt is down. Fielded by the first baseman, Snyder. He will flip to Martin covering. Good play there by the Cannons. Sacrifice is successful. Down to second base is Andre Jackson. Nico Ruedas will step in. He's 1 for 2, singled in the 4th. Tyler Community College product. Take strike 1. "17 games last spring at Tyler." That is fisted foul. That got in his kitchen in a hurry. 0-2 to Ruedas. Shortstop today. Strikeout victim in the 1st. And singled in the 4th. Bravo with a couple of looks. Pretty much the same pitch. 1 and 2 missed inside. This is a Pool D matchup. Aviators and Black Fins coming up after this one. It's foul straight back. World Series kicked off last night. Hutchinson winning 5-2 over TPA. Studs took care of Tulsa Sandlot in 7, 9-0. 1-2 to Ruedas. And he swung through one. Ray will pick it up and finish the play over to third. Good base running by Andre Jackson. 2 away. Strikeout number 7 for Ruger Bravo. And he'll get Corey Schmidt. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, runner at third base. That would be the tying run, Andre Jackson. Schmidt 1 for 2. First pitch swinging, foul straight back. Schmidt doubled in the 2nd, strikeout victim in the 4th. .394 at West Texas A&M last spring. That missed away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Cannons. And the 1-1 took a little off, and it's 1-2. Lone Star's 7th appearance in the World Series. 13-12 in 6 appearances. Just got a piece of it. Looked like that might have got a piece of the home plate umpire. Hot day in Wichita. Temperature middle 90s by now, I'm sure. A few high puffy clouds, and they're going to steal home and out. So Andre Jackson had a pretty good jump. Ruger Bravo stayed in his motion, made through a strike. And the tag applied by Mason Ray. That'll do it for Texas Lone Star. We have played 6, 1-0 Cannons. You're watching the NBC World Series.
That's so bad. Pay attention to the game. Get in it. Stop talking to the first baseman. You guys have had plenty of time to talk tonight. You've had plenty of time to talk. Watch the game. Stop talking. Hey. We didn't come this way for nothing. Take them on a date after the game. There's 6 innings of talk. 6 innings. Watch the game. Just blew right through it. You're on the stage. It's a baseball game. Everyone except you is left. They're just debating if this is where they're not. Let's go. I was playing, but I came here and I heard home like the second one. I think they're all pressure makes diamonds.
And after an extended discussion with the home plate umpire, it appears the call stands, thinking maybe he might have been arguing that Mason Ray blocked the plate, and it was close, but the discussion yielded no change in plan. We go to the top of the 7th. Cannons cling to a 1-run lead. Top of the order for the Cannons, that'll be Zeb Henry. Henry, Blasey, and Hayworth. Henry, first pitch swinging, flies out to Jackson for out number 1. New pitcher for Lone Star, Texas. Looks like it'll be Davis Lukert. Kind of a journeyman. 2024 at Temple. He had 11 appearances, 4 starts. He was 2-2 with a 5.97. At Pepperdine in 2022, he made 15 appearances, 27 innings of work, and did not walk a man in 27 innings, so pretty good there. So Davis Lukert will take over for E.J. Garcia, who went 6 innings, 1 run on 3 hits, and threw 82 pitches. That's foul straight back. Cale Blasey out of Wichita. 1 for 3, singled in the 5th. So Davis Lukert will take over for E.J. Garcia. They're going to say that Cale Blasey went around and 2 away. So quickly, Lukert collects strikeout number 1 here in the top of the 7th. So Lane Hayworth will step in. 1 for 3, single in the third. Louisville, Texas native out of Wichita State. Takes strike one at the knees. And the 0-1 missed away. One and one. Took a little off in there for a call strike. 1-2. Pretty good off-speed pitch there from Davis Lucart. That missed low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the off-speed pitch missed upstairs. Count is full. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 7th, 1-0 Cannons. 3-2. Popped up. Third baseman Black. And in and out of the glove. Looked like the sun caused him some difficulty. So Hayworth will be on with the error. Bright sunshiny day, high puffy clouds. What wind we do have is blowing out to left field at about 10 miles an hour. So it'll be Gannon Snyder. Oh for 1 with a couple of walks. Did score the only run in the second. That is popped up right side. Sanders over in foul ground. He'll get it, and that'll do it. So the Cannons will strand 1. We played 6.5. Cannons lead at 1-0. You're watching the NBC World Series.
At Evergy, we're focused not just on what we power, but on who we power, right here in our community. We provide payment assistance to our neighbors who need it. Invest in organizations and people, creating opportunity for all to benefit. And volunteer our time around our hometown so that together we improve it. Because we're committed to spreading good energy throughout our community. Evergy, the utility company.
And welcome back. Home half of the 7th. Stretch time in Wichita. Cannons cling to a 1-0 lead. Ruger Bravo out for inning number 7, and why not? He has struck out 7, only walked 1 man, and has scattered 5 hits. Bravo will get 4, 5, and 6 for Texas Lonestar. It'll be Schmidt, Morgan, and Black. If you'll remember, Schmidt was at the plate when Andre Jackson tried to steal home and was thrown out. Corey Schmidt will step in. He's 1 for 2 out of Austin. First pitch swinging, fouled away. Doubled in the second, struck out in the 4th. Be headed back to Canyon, Texas. West Texas A&M University. .394 last spring for Corey. Good numbers. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a 1-1 missed away. Pitch number 85 coming for Ruger Bravo. That missed away. Almost a 2-to-1 ball to strike ratio. You can't draw it up any better than that. That missed away. He'll walk him. A leadoff walk to Corey Schmidt. So the tying run now at first base for Texas Lonestar. So Rayvon Morgan will step in. He's 1 for 2, singled in the second Oklahoma Wesleyan product. Six homers last spring, so he has some power. First one inside, ball 1. There's some activity in the Cannons bullpen. Can't quite see a number. Looks like they're going to talk about it. Don't forget, tonight is NBC and ICT. They will have special guests, prizes from local attractions, including prizes from Tanganyika Wildlife and Exploration Place. Bring your whole family. And tomorrow, folks, back by popular demand, baseball round the clock. Gates open at 11 o'clock. Purchase your $20 baseball round the clock ticket to officially participate in 33 hours of baseball or 11 games. It's a Saturday only ticket until the midnight game. Everyone will receive a baseball round the clock t-shirt and be entered to win a variety of exciting prizes. So there you have it. Next couple of days here at the ballpark. Here's Rayvon Morgan. Conference over. That is into right field for a base hit. So first and second, nobody out. Morgan collects hit number 2 of the afternoon. Gotta wonder just how long Ruger Bravo has left. So a right-hander loosening in the Cannons bullpen. Here is Rod Black. Dallas native out of Grayson Community College. He's hitless 0 for 2. And that is probably going to be all. Phil Stevenson out of the dugout taking a slow walk. We'll see what he decides to do. And it looks like that is going to be all for Ruger Bravo. Cannons will go to the bullpen. They will make the change. We'll tell you all about the new guy. We will take a break. You're watching the NBC World Series.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
I'm bougie. I'm like $7 bougie.
The all-new $7 deal lovers menu at Pizza Hut. Choose your $7 faves 7 days a week.
Because it's only a deal if you love it.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And it looks like the Cannons will go to the bullpen. Looks like I can't quite pick out a number. We'll let you know as soon as I can get it. Looks like number 12. Wish they'd make those numbers smaller. Anybody in the truck see that? That looks like Landon Sterling. That is Landon Sterling out of Odessa will step in. Appreciate the folks picking that out. We've got some young eyes in the production studio for sure. So Landon Sterling, right-hander out of Odessa in Fort Hays State. So he will step in and take over. For Ruger Bravo, who went 6 innings, he gives up 6 hits. And those runners are his responsibility. So here's Rod Black. Snyder out of Hutchinson Community College, made 14 appearances last spring, all in relief. He was 0-1 with a couple of saves and a 3.07 ERA. Here is Rod Black. Shows bunt and foul. So Lonestar, Texas, thinking small ball here in the bottom of the 7th. They trail it 1-0. Black 0 for 2, flew out in the 2nd and struck out in the 5th. So Landon Sterling takes over for Ruger Bravo, who throws 6 very strong innings. Shows bunt again, fouled away. Quickly 0-2. Question is, will Lonestar try it again? When I was coaching, I'd been known to do that with 2 strikes, but that probably explains why I'm up here instead of down there. No balls, 2 strikes. To the third baseman, Black. He's been busy. 0-2. Took a little bit off. Good take from Rod Black. And it's 1-2. One and 2. Missed low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First and second. Still nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Lonestar threatening. And a fastball in there for a call strike. Painted the inner half from one with 90 mile an hour on it. Rod Black will watch it. 1 away. First strike out of the ball game for Landon Sterling. Here's DJ Pinkerton. Reached on an error in the 5th. He's 0 for 2. And the breaking pitch is fouled away. Strike 1. Aviators and the Black Fins next to be about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. I'll have it for you. Be a good reason to come to the ballpark right there. No balls and a strike. In the dirt, boy, smothered nicely by Mason Ray. Able to keep those runners right there. 6 o'clock game, Santa Barbara and GPS, Texas, and the late game, Hayes Larks and Air Capital, Kansas. It's fouled away right side. Scott Gurney will have the 6 o'clock game, and Steve Strain will have the late one. One and 2. Fisted foul. Nice play by head coach Phil Stevenson. Even looked it in. One and 2. And he swung through that one. Nice change of pace from Landon Sterling. 2 away. So with 2 outs in the inning, it'll be Sage Saunders. Sanders 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd. Takes ball 1. Sanders, 2024 grad. He'll be headed to the University of Houston. That missed low. Leadoff walk to Corey Schmidt and a base hit to Ray Von Morgan, followed by strikeouts to Black and Pinkerton, and you're up to date. 2 outs in the inning. Tried to check his swing, went around. 2 and 1. So both clubs now into their bullpens. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 1-0 in favor of the Cannons. That is into right field. Blasey on the run, near the line and out of play. Fourteen pitches for Landon Sterling since entering the ball game. This is hitter number 3 for Landon. Pop foul out of play. It'll be back this direction. We have the window closed. They ask us not to air condition the outside, which I understand completely. Might want to remind me to bring a sweatshirt tomorrow. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. He got him. So Landon Sterling comes in to shut down Texas Lone Star. We've played 7, 1-0 Cannons. You're watching the NBC World Series.
Whether you're preparing a perfect meal, getting people back on the road, protecting online privacy, or supporting your patient's health, you want to be the best professional in your field. At Butler Community College, our focus is getting you the highly specialized and versatile training needed to start your career in as little as a year. Our classroom experiences are fine-tuned by industry professionals. You'll launch into the workforce with the confidence and skills to make you stand out from the rest. Butler Community College. Real college. Really affordable.
And Texas Lone Star threatens in the bottom of the 7th. They have 2 men aboard and nobody out. And the Cannons changed pitchers, went to Landon Sterling, and he struck out the side. So we go to the top of the 8th, 1-0 in favor of the Cannons. Looks like Davis Lukart will continue to work after entering the ball game in the 7th. He struck out 3 men as well. So for the Cannons, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. It'll be Bain, Alvord, and Caruso. So top of the 8th, hot day here in Wichita. We expect the temperatures to be middle to upper 90s, possibly 100 before the week is up. It's just what happens here in Wichita in late July. So Bain, Alvord, Caruso, 5, 6, and 7. 1-0 in favor of the Cannons. They got their only run in the 2nd. Bain, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch in the 6th. Still looking for that first base hit of the series. Off-speed pitch in there for a called strike from Davis Lukart.
Stay working, Davis. Let's go.
And that's foul straight back, 0-2. This is the Cannons' 9th appearance in the World Series. Their best was 3rd place back in 2019. Qualified for the tournament, being second half champs of the second half of the season in the Jayhawk League. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gray Bain. One and 2. Took a little off, and Bain will watch it. A nice off-speed pitch at 76 from Davis Lukart. 1 away. Strikeout number 2 for Lukart. He has yet to walk a man since entering the game in the 7th. And the first pitch to Hunter Alvord is fouled away. McPherson native. 1 for 3, doubled in the 2nd. Be headed to Cali in the fall. And the 0-1. Took a little off. That is through the left side for a base hit. Good piece of hitting by Hunter Albert, able to keep his hands back and get just enough of it to get it through the left side. He's aboard with one out here in the top of the 8th. So Christian Caruso will step in. Takes ball 1. 0 for 3. Did reach on an error in the 6th. Catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. 1 run, 5 hits, an error for the Cannons. No runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for Texas Lone Star. Just missed inside. Nice fastball at 90 from Luke Hart. Gilbert, Arizona is where he calls home. That's fouled away. 2-2. Mason Ray is next.
Don't give up on it.
Runner goes. Off-speed pitch and down to second base is Hunter Alvord. He will steal it. Always looking for something off-speed to run on. That was exactly the case. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Caruso with a chance to pad the lead a little bit. Out to talk about it is Schmidt. Count is full. And that hitting. Multiple hit by pitches this game. First and second, still just 1 out in the inning for Mason Ray, who incidentally has been hit twice today. Ray 0 for 1, couple of hit by pitches and a strikeout. Phil Stevenson out to check on him a little bit. Looks like Caruso still trying to shake off the effects of that hit by pitch. Coach Stevenson appears to be satisfied. He will make the way back to the dugout. So it'll be Mason Ray. Looks like the Lone Star Texas Club will make the call to the bullpen. We will tell you all about the new guy when we return. We'll take a break. You're watching the NBC World Series.
With Butler having such a small class size, everybody had a voice in the classroom. Everybody was able to participate. To this day, there are students that I took classes with 10 years ago that I could pick up the phone and call. That's how much the community at Butler has affected the way I even do my business today. When I went to another college to try it out, I was just a number. They didn't even know my name. Butler's class sizes are smaller. That's where you get that community feel. And cost-wise, a lot cheaper.
The Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu. 10 choices, each just $3 or less. Starring the cheesy double beef burrito. Double the seasoned beef, all the cheesiness, and so much craveable flavor. Get it on the Cravings Value Menu, only at Taco Bell.
And it looks like Lonestar, Texas will go to the bullpen for the second time. They will go with a right-hander, Christian Okerholm. He was the number 7 pitcher from the state of Texas, and straight from high school to Georgia Tech. Spent 2023 at Temple College, where he made 19 appearances, 4 starts. He was 5-0 and had a very stingy ERA of 2.18 before transferring to Incarnate Word. So Christian Okerholm will take over. Says on my sheet he is committed to the University of Texas San Antonio. So after about 3 stops, that's where he will end up. It'll be Christian Okerholm. He will take over. He will inherit a couple of base runners. 1 out in the inning. We're in the top of the 8th. Cannons lead at 1-0. They're looking for more. Here is Mason Ray. Melbourne, Australia product. 0 for 1 with a couple of hit by pitches. So Okerholm is ready. And the first one misses low, ball 1. Okerholm, a tall, lanky right-hander. Two balls, no strikes to Mason Ray. 238 in the Jayhawk League this past summer. And the 2-0. Nice fastball at 88 on the inner half. 2-1. Runner goes. And down to third base is Hunter Alvord. So he steals second base, now third base. Cannons have runners at the corners with 1 out. 3-1 now to Mason Ray. Wind appears to be freshening just a little bit. Still blowing out to left field. No precipitation predicted. And that just missed inside. Okerholm took a little off, missed inside, and they're loaded. So Landon Sterling will step in. Bases loaded. Infield is drawn in. Outfield straight away. And he takes strike 1. On a ground foul left side. Pretty good piece of hitting there. Sterling out of Odessa. Entered the ball game in the 6th and struck out. He's 0 for 1. He's in a similar spot here in the 8th. And the pitch. Took a little off and he'll watch it. So a nice pitch from Okerholm. Nice change of pace, 2 away. So Christian picks up his first strikeout. Top of the order now for the Cannons, Zeb Henry. 0 for 4, he's out of Bartlesville. Hit 285 at Eastern Oklahoma State College last spring. Fouls the first one away, strike one. .53 hits in 51 games. Pretty good production from Zeb. 284 this summer. No balls and a strike. They have him shaded towards right field. A lot of room in left center. Fouled away. Quickly 0-2. Nine 1-2 expected for Texas Lone Star in the bottom of the 8th. They're running out of time. 1-0 Cannons. Oh, 2. Just got a piece of it. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Oklahoma trying to get out of a mess. After a long look, he is ready. Nice defensive swing there from Zeb Henry. He'll stay alive. Almost took out half of the Cannons dugout. The ball has an uncanny ability to find you, no matter where you're at. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Popped up. Left side. It will be the third baseman Black. He will get it, and that'll do it. Cannons leave them loaded. And we have played 7.5, 1-0 Cannons. You're watching the NBC World Series.
With Butler having such a small class size, everybody had a voice in the classroom. Everybody was able to participate. To this day, there are students that I took classes with 10 years ago that I could pick up the phone and call. That's how much the community at Butler has affected the way I even do my business today. When I went to another college to try it out, I was just a number. They didn't even know my name. Butler's class sizes are smaller. That's where you get that community feel. And cost-wise, a lot cheaper.
At Davis Moore, we make sure there's something for everyone at each of our locations. We stock vehicles spanning almost every make and model. We're confident you will find exactly what you're looking for. Every vehicle on our lot has passed our 171-point inspection to ensure safety and reliability. Customer service is our top priority, and our friendly and expert staff will guide you through the process every step of the way. Come shop Wichita's best selection of used cars at any one of our locations, or check us out online at davis-moore.com.
Bottom of the 8th we go. Texas Lone Star running out of time. They trail the Cannons 1-0. It'll be 9-1-2 for Texas Lone Star. Looks like Landon Sterling will continue. He was inserted in the 7th and quickly struck out the side. Stranded a couple runners for Lone Star in the bottom of the 7th. So Brazel, Jackson, and Garcia will get a look at Landon Sterling. Peanut Brazel will step in. He's 0 for 2. First pitch swinging. And fouled back. Actually, that is not Peanut Brazel. Ryan Davenport will hit for Brazel.
Back to you.
1 ball, 1 strike to Davenport. LSU Shreveport product. Hit .355 there last spring. Two balls and a strike. Just missed away. 3-1 to Davenport. That missed low, so the leadoff man is aboard. So the tying runner now at first base. It'll be Andre Jackson. He's 1 for 3, singled in the 6th. Runner at first base. Shows bunt, gets it down. Charging is Caruso. He will throw to first in plenty of time. Down to second base is Davenport, so the sacrifice is successful. 1 out in the inning. The tying run now at second base for J.J. Garcia. Garcia 1 for 2, singled in the first, walked in the 4th. Actually, 1 for 1 was credited with a sacrifice in the 6th. Walked in the 4th. Out of El Paso. So Landon Sterling. 1 ball, no strikes. Nice off-speed pitch. Swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. 1-1 missed low and away. One out in the inning. That swung on and missed. It's 2-2 now. Garcia out of El Paso Community College. And he hit him. So the first and second now with only 1 out. Nico Ruedis. Tyler Community College product. He is 1 for 3 today. Single in the 4th. Strikeout victim in the 1st and the 6th. 1-0 Cannons. Fastball in there at 91, strike 1. No balls and a strike. Sterling trying to stop this threat. Nice change of pace. Swung through and missed. 0-2 now. Ruedis. Tyler Community College. Just missed inside. Only got into 17 games last spring. Pitch number 28 coming for Sterling. Popped up. Looks like it'll be Hayworth in center. He will get it for out number 2. So it'll be up to the catcher, Corey Schmidt, to keep things going. He's 1 for 2, doubled in the second. Struck out in the 4th and walked in the 7th. He's out of West Texas A&M. Good power, 12 homers last spring. So he'll get his first look at Landon Sterling. First pitch swinging, as you would expect, foul. Schmidt never gets cheated. Very, very quick hands. 0-1. Took a little off, he swung through it. Quickly 0-2. Got to think Landon Sterling may waste one right here. We'll see. Oh-2. Just missed inside. Very good take from Schmidt. One and 2, runners go. And that missed away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Corey Schmidt, catcher out of West Texas A&M. High and away, and it's full. Rayvon Morgan's next. Got to think that they're going to be very, very careful with Corey Schmidt with a base open. And a 3-2. That is into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and 2 runs will score. And Lone Star, Texas will take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. So the leadoff walk's going to come around to score. Same with the hit by pitch. Schmidt with a couple of RBIs. And Lone Star now leads it 2-1. So it'll be Rayvon Martin. Morgan 2 for 3 today. He's had a good day. And that misses low, ball 1.
Stay in it right here.
Sterling entered the ball game in the 7th and promptly struck out the side. He's given up 2 here in the 8th. 2 balls, no strikes. Morgan, the left fielder out of Oklahoma Wesleyan. In there for a called strike. It's 2-1. And the off-speed pitch missed away. 3-1 to Rayvon Morgan. Rod Black's next. Swung on and missed. And the count is full. Corey Schmidt will be off to the races. Snyder will play behind him. Shortstop and second baseman on the outfield grass. And it's fouled away. Three balls, 2 strikes. In the air to right field, Blasey. Ranging to his right, sunglasses down, he will get it, and that'll do it. So Lone Star will strand one, but they get two. They have taken the lead. Lone Star 2, Cannons 1. You're watching the NBC World Series.
At Evergy, we're focused not just on what we power, but on who we power, right here in our community. We provide payment assistance to our neighbors who need it. Invest in organizations and people, creating opportunity for all to benefit. And volunteer our time around our hometown so that together we improve it. Because we're committed to spreading good energy throughout our community. Evergy, the utility company.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
And Lone Star, Texas gets two. They now lead it 2-1. We go to the top of the ninth. Cannons need at least one to keep this thing going. They will send 2, 3, and 4 to the plate. It'll be Blasey, Hayworth, and Snyder. Christian Okerholm out for inning number 3. He came in the 8th and got the final 2/3 of the inning. So Cale Blasey will step in. Cannons trail it 2-1 now. So Blasey, Hayworth, Snyder. Blasey, local guy out of Wichita from William Jewell. Christian Okerholm will continue to work. He will pick up the win if he can hang on here in the ninth. Blasey 1 for 4, singled in the 5th. Nice numbers on the summer for him, 333. First one from Okerholm is swung on and missed. Fastball at 88 from Christian. No balls and a strike. And another one about the same place. Took a little bit off though. Quickly 0-2. Blasey has some power. Had 6 homers last spring. Could tie this thing up with one swing. And a little defensive swing. Fooled on the pitch. And that'll do it for Blasey. Strikeout number 2 for Christian Okerholm. And 1 away. So it'll be Lane Hayworth. He is 1 for 4, singled in the 3rd. Louisville, Texas. 31 starts at Wichita State last spring where he hit .311. And bounced foul. No balls and a strike. Aviators and the Blackfins will be up about 25 minutes after this one. Now stay tuned, I'll have it for you. No balls and a strike. 3 more games today, folks. Still plenty of time to get out here. No balls and a strike. A long look in. That's fouled back. 0-2 to Hayworth. NBC and the ICT night at the ballpark. There'll be games, giveaways, special guests. Bring the whole family out, folks. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cannons now trail it 2-1. On the ground, left side. Ruedis up with it. Not in time, so Ruedis diving to his left, able to glove it. Just couldn't get enough on it. Lane Hayworth very speedy down the line. And he is aboard with 1 out. So it'll be Gannon Snyder. Out of St. Louis, he's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Scored the only run in the second and stole a base. Off-speed pitch. Stays down, ball 1. Pitch number 21 coming from Okerholm. He was inserted in the 8th. In there at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike to Snyder. Started 10 games for the Shockers last spring, hit .343. One. Took a little off, fouled it back. 1-2 now to Snyder. Hit .271 in the regular season for the Cannons. Pretty much an everyday player at first base. 1-2. Just missed away. That's fastball at 89. Schmidt tried to frame it up, nothing doing. Two balls, 2 strikes. That's foul straight back. Count remains 2-2, 1 out. Cannons need at least 1 to keep this thing going. Two. Popped up right side. Looks like it's going to be the second baseman, Garcia, calling off Sanders for out number 2. Looks like a pinch hitter now for the Cannons. It'll be Chase Diggins. So Diggins will hit for Bain here in the 9th. Diggins out of Perth, Australia, be headed to KU. Diggins at Odessa College last spring, played in 43 games, hit .434 with 4 homers and 34 runs batted in. So Diggins, good numbers last spring. No balls and a strike. Runner at first base, 2 outs. On the ground, foul right side. Diggins, nice numbers for the season. He was in 16 games this last summer, hit .358. 3 homers for Chase. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, Oklahoma trying to end it. Runner goes. Pitch is high and down to second base with the stolen base is Hayward. 1-2 to Diggins. And the pitch into center field. Jackson ranging to his left. Shades are down. He'll get it, and that'll do it. So there's your ball game. Here is your totals for the Cannons. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. For Texas Lonestar, who get 2 runs in the 8th. 2 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. Oklahoma will get the win, and Ruger Bravo will collect the loss. Cannons go to 0-1, and the Texas Lonestar Club will go to 1-0. Aviators and Blackfins up in about 25 minutes. I'll have it for you. Until then, you've been watching the NBC World Series. I'll see you in a little bit.
We're focused not just
Check. All right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with today's Pinnacle Realty Group Player of the Game, number 22, Corey Schmidt. Corey, today you went 2 for 3. Had a double, and then, of course, the go-ahead RBI single. How do you feel today?
I mean, it feels great. It always feels great to beat these Kansas teams here in Wichita.
That's pretty awesome. You guys are having a great time here. What does the NBC World Series mean to this team?
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, goodness, I can't even put it into words other than Pump House, honestly.
That is an occurring thing you guys say every year. Why do you guys love that place?
Oh, I mean, the atmosphere, the vibes, the aura. I mean, what can't you like? Yeah.
I think we know where they're going. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pinnacle Realty Group Player of the Game, Corey Schmidt.